I started my YouTube channel because I've always wanted to give back in some way. I also plan to go into education. And not only education, I plan into opening like an academy, tutoring people, watch them grow, support them through their growth, from school to getting into work and having real work. Since I couldn't do that right now, do the whole academy and start training people, and of course I'm tutoring and mentoring a lot of architects that have worked for True Hand. But aside that, I said at least what I can do now is just open up a YouTube channel and just talk about things that are relevant to architecture, relevant to design, relevant to life, because I just turned 30 some months back, and I just had like a different perspective. There are so many things that nobody ever tells you, especially as men. Men don't really discuss about the future like that, so we just talk. We're always in the here and now. We always want to do. So I thought it would be something helpful to always come up. And I'm also camera shy, yeah. I'm camera shy, but I feel like I'm a bit more comfortable now. I'm trying to just be comfortable, even when I wear shirts or like pants, trousers, anything, glasses, anything. I just love things. I don't know if that's how I've always been, or I just changed. Maybe I'm getting old. I'm becoming a dad, I just love things that are comfortable. Even if they are shoes, slippers, I care less about the look and I care more about the comfort. In fact, if I have a shirt that's so comfortable, right, I'll prefer it over a shirt that looks better and it's 100 times. I'll take that decision because it's so necessary. And when you think about that, we can bring that back to design as well. Because when we talk about design and user inclusivity in the design process, that's kind of what True Hand is about. We design and the user is the center of everything that we do. So it's not as if we're just some architects that just put up some crazy designs and we push the we push the clients to say take these things, like clients says change this, and we'll be like, oh, we're sad. We decline, they accept our design and all that. No. We actually allow the client be the center of everything. Client makes decisions, the client chooses the wall, finishes everything. We just guide, we advise, nothing more than that. And then we bring our technical expertise in. So yeah, so I think that's part of design, like I was saying, because when we do that and we put the client at the center, it's now no longer about how it looks, because sometimes, I don't want to say that some projects, I wouldn't say horrible, like my taste is different. I understand that people have different tastes, and different taste levels. So, for example, I might think that a house that we did for a client is like horrible. I don't even want to put it out on Instagram and all that. But to the client, it's like amazing. It's exactly what they wanted. It's the exact tile she saw one time when she traveled to Italy and she snapped it and she wanted to find a way to use it in her toilet. And we had to find a way to just like design and bring it into the place. So yeah, but when you do that, what happens? The client becomes comfortable and like happy with the project, the user of the home. And that's way more than if it was just flashy and fine and beautiful, not the word I wanted to use, but like glimmering, gold, not just gold. In fact, there's, yeah, but you understand what I'm talking about. So I went to pray. It was time for Maghrib, and also it's a bit dark now. So I'll go to my second reason why I started a YouTube channel. It's because there were points in my life, there were points where I was in life where I wish someone had told me I'll get to that point, And so many things as being a young adult, in school, in life, just so many aspects. I'll give one practical example. It was when I was in university, when I was in architectural school. My first 2 years, I was absolutely clueless about what I was doing. I had no idea. I was just like straight up winging it. And yeah, but if someone had given me some advice, because I knew I had, stark opposites would be some of our friends, some of my classmates who had brothers or uncles who were architects, for example. This is just a design example, but it can apply to every other facet of life. So they had the idea when they give them assignments or homework or exams are coming up, jury and things like this, which were words I never even knew. So they could go to their uncles and family members or relatives, and they could help them out, tell them what software to start using, tell them what techniques to use, show them some of their old assignments, that they've done in the past. Take them through some things that will give them a background as to what they were doing. But me, on the other hand, I had nobody, and I'm sure, I'm 100% sure there are so many people that are like me at different stages of their life, whether it's in school, whether it's after school, whether it's, at later stages. So that was just it. So I thought about it and I said, wow. And then even examples of handling people, so running a business, running 2 businesses. And I say that with all humility, because it's absolutely, it's not fun, like it's not easy. But alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, we say alhamdulillah for everything. But yeah, if you had people who put you through things like this, it will be much easier. So that's why I know that's the other reason I'm starting a YouTube channel for that. You can get some of this knowledge from books, but I've also read some of these books, and I'm at a point where I don't just read a book and just absorb everything that's in the book. No, I like compare and contrast. I judge by my experience, things that have happened in the past. I compare it with other books. I compare it with the foundation, my dean as well, to make sure it aligns with that. So it's more than just absorbing a book. So that's my other reason. Then the next reason for starting my YouTube channel is not to sound like my next reason for starting my YouTube channel is not to sound like a philosopher or something, but or some crazy wise guy. There are a lot of things I see or read or even say that I feel are beneficial, or sometimes people say to me that I feel are beneficial, and I want to use this YouTube channel to share things like that. So, and without overthinking it, because they've taken lights. So part 3 is going to come later.